Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minnesota. And the Golden Gophers will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. So Michigan State's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Punt is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. We're going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Wells. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Anderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. I'm not sure what good that did. The completion's fine for the percentage and the stats, but the result's the same. Not enough for the first down. Punt team on the field. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turns it loose. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. He's got it all right. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. Off play action on first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Wells. Finds his man. It's Blunt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Booker.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his... The assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Duggar. He's got him in the flat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. To the short hands, it's Selvian. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Incomplete. to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the right side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's reeled in. It's Booker. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally. Stop. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a
touchdown, Michigan State, stealing a score on special teams. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Any time he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To throw, it's Wells. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's a running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Anderson with the carry. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to run, it's Anderson. Noses his way forward, maybe.
Quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looking downfield, it's Wells. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Booker. Touchdown, Minnesota!
defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Under fire. At the 40, there he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Selvia. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Wants to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. And his throw is incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the try is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To the air, it's Wells. Punts it out of the air.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, and he takes off and gets a positive gain.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Duggar. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. He'll keep it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Clemson. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Wells. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Not the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Collier. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be... Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Wells. Slings it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle. This time he's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it for a big play. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Spartans! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The kick is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Leaves it with the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And now this offense will take the field again. Snagged in the middle. It's Duff.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Wells. Got the back over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Booker. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. That brings him to within 1.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Wells. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football, defense comes up with a huge interception.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. after the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.